a bunch of lunatics in the audience tonight. They're absolutely fantastic. Great to have you with us out there. Sam's here, I'm here, and isn't it magnificent, folks? Before I tell you who's going to be on the show, to have the big galoot back himself, Nicky Magnificent. Magnificent.
May I ask, on behalf of Australia, where have you been?
I was giving character evidence for El Chapo.
How'd that go?
It didn't go that well. No.
A very big show tonight. Michael Tuck, one of the all-time greats, to join us on the show. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to do a bit of a deep dive later. I'm not sure how this... I think it's going to go OK. We're going to have a deep dive into some of the great TV commercials featuring football and footballers. Russell Howcroft, former Melbourne Footy Club director, advertising guru, is going to join us to work our way through that. So there's a lot to get through.
To explain a few ads.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And
quite frankly, mystifying.
Yeah, and you're right not to clap.
It's a bit odd, but it's going to be fun. Hey, another big week in footy. Unfortunately for Alan Richardson, the third coach now vacates the position of Footy Club. North first, Carlton second, and now Alan Richardson's departed the St Kilda Footy Club midweek. Ultimately becomes a numbers game, doesn't it? So
they had the press conference. Yep. We've seen a few of these recently, but I think this one with the CEO is possibly the most awkward.
What's your day, mate?
Yeah, it was a busy day, mate. Cleaning out my office. Tomorrow, not so busy.
Yeah, won't be as busy for the rest of the week. But time, I would have thought that the general consensus was that Richo did a pretty good job. You disagree?
Oh, no, it's in the numbers game. He had one winning season, got on the cusp of the finals, but 34% win record over the course of his career, 6 years in. I think the number's going to get...
All right, mate, let it go.
I know.
Let it go.
Time to reflect, by the way, and so to highlight maybe Alan Richardson's achievements at St Kilda. And just judging by this, I'm not sure that the CEO, Matt Finnis, when looking for highlights, was exactly sport for choice.
There's been highs and lows over this journey. Defying the doubters to narrowly miss finals by percentage in 2016 was a terrific year.
Nicky, I just should let you know to all St Kilda supporters that in 2026 the club will be having the narrowly missed the finals by percentage 10-year reunion. So that's something to look forward to.
I was there that day. It was exciting stuff. I'm trying to think back and find the point when you knew the writing was on the wall. For Richo. And if I had to think of a specific moment, it was probably this occasion when Lethlean, Simon Lethlean, turned up in the box. It's a GM behind him. Have a look.
Chilling moment.
It's a chilling moment.
Chilling moment.
Wow. Even the Grim Reaper's going, that's a bit harsh.
Nice touch, by the way, from Simon Lethlean to call him Brad the whole time. That was nice. That was a nice touch.
Hey, can I tell you something in all honesty?
What?
I'm going to miss him.
Alan Richardson.
Specifically in my segment called Under the Pump, where... Thank you. Where Alan Richardson has been a regular contributor.
Right, yes,
because he has been under the pump, but it gives me no great joy to take that off for the very last time. I do, however, have some piping...
So we've got it under the pump.
These are great. We're ready to go.
Here we go.
You up for this?
Yeah, I am.
You still with us?
I don't think you can guarantee me I'll be here for the whole show. What do you got? Who's under the pump?
Let's start with Brett Ratton.
Oh, no, that's unfair.
What's wrong with you?
Brett Ratton is now the caretaker coach of the St Kilda Football Club. Question. Has a caretaker coach ever been sacked?
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, watch your back, Ratton. That has got disaster written all over it.
Good luck, Brett.
What about this one? The ICC rules.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely stinking.
The cricket final, New Zealand... England.
They got the overthrows wrong, apparently, and the way of solving a tied super over, I remember the number of fours hitting regulation, that's one of the worst rules of all time. It's stupid.
Sorry, you talking about cricket is just reminding me how you almost single-handedly brought down cricket on this station last summer.
Did you, like most of us, did you stay up and watch the final?
I fell asleep halfway through, but I woke up for the conclusion.
And when I was watching it live, I couldn't help thinking it would have been a great moment if, for the very last delivery from England to New Zealand in the Super Over, underarm. No,
They're still allowed to do it.
They'd see the funny side.
Oh, yeah.
The Lion King.
What?
The Lion King is a dud.
What?
I was half an hour in, I went, bring on the hunters.
Really?
No.
Are you Lion King?
Mate, I love the Lion King.
Right.
Hakuna Matata.
It's a visual spectacular. Like the CGI is unbelievable.
Mate, I'm more of a Dumbo man. I really enjoy it. I enjoy Dumbo. It's an elephant. He's got big ears.
He can fly.
You do the maths.
All right. What else?
The Pamplona Bulls.
Oh, yeah.
You had one job. You're a bull. Gore someone. Am I right or am I wrong?
Mate, you are spot on there, mate. The Bulls over in Pamplona had a shocker, Murray. and to be honest, it looks like next year the Bulls will be starting in a 6-6-6 formation. Just to get things going.
They got one job.
They do.
You got one job. You let yourself down, you let all bovines down. Area 51. Mate, Area 51.
What? What's Area 51? I know nothing about it.
That's exactly what you would do if you're an alien. You would play dumb.
What is it?
It's a secret. It's a secret area in Nevada where they've stored all the aliens.
Oh, they're all buried.
Who have been caught coming to.
They're all alive. They're all in there. They're all waiting to get out with their creepy little
Stop doing that.
It's under the pub. There's a big protest. They're going to Area 51.
Can I just ask one quick question before you could go? Is this still a footy show?
The idea of you asking a quick question, I find laughable.
Bring it back. What else you got?
I hate to do it,
Right.
but El Chapo.
Right, of course.
He's unusual.
Or as I like to call him, Mexican Boonie. What's the little fella done?
You know he got life. He got life plus 30 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does that mean? They keep him alive afterwards?
I think he'll do the life easy, but then the final 30 years
Yeah,
is going to be the tough one, I reckon.
Hey,
Yep.
Video Review Centre. Now, have you heard about this? This is late breaking news. We're going to have an active Video Review Centre for the finals this year. It will be named. The AFL came out today and said it won't be called the Bunker.
Yep.
I think that's what the NRL Video Review Centre is called.
Yep.
They are open for suggestions and they said they will take them from the public.
Well, okay.
A name for the Video Review Centre.
What do you got,
anyone
mate?
like to start?
I'd like to call it the Abattoir. And I'd like to call it the Abattoir because they butcher everything they review. Thank you very much. What have you got? It's pretty good, isn't it? It's not bad.
You took 3 days. It should be good for that.
What have you got?
I'll go with the padded cell.
The padded cell? The panic room? The Portaloo?
No, Portaloo.
I think the Abattoir's the best out of all of those.
What a sad state of affairs that is, by the way.
Ruckcraft.
Ruckcraft.
Under the pump?
Is under the pump. Did you see Maxi Gorn get penalised for this innocuous incident?
No, it's terrible. That's a block. Straight on block, mate. I got the ball. Thank you. Ruckcraft. Time back on. That's Ruckcraft, big boy.
Mate, that's disturbing. You shouldn't be able to call an umpire big boy, by the way. That's the worst part about that.
We call it the Big Boy Centre. Is that what the review centre could
Ruckcraft
be?
That's unbelievable.
Ruckcraft, you can't do that.
The Ruckcraft requires subtlety and nuance. You know what I mean? A bit like Brian. Have a look at Brian Taylor's Ruckcraft here from back in the day. I think BT hit his opponent right in the big boys then, but that's gone as well.
All right, let's boot this baby home. The last one has got to be Gold Coast Suns are under the pump. Opposition coaches' box laughing at them openly. Which incident, you may ask? Do you know what they're laughing at?
No? What are they laughing at?
That was discussed a lot.
Did you know? Did you know what...
I wasn't 100% sure, actually. No.
Well, you can take your pick from any of the following.
All right. It's that.
And... that's hilarious.
So there are others.
Well, that's not bad. And coach's box. Yes. And this is my favourite. Eddie Betts. Watch this. And yoink. And And that's a dead set cap. So, we all good? Anything else you want to add? Anything you'd like to add?
Roger Federer.
Roger Federer?
Yeah.
What are you doing with Roger Federer? Well, he's a champion. He's won like 20 majors. He just finished in one of the greatest epic finals of all time.
Yeah, did he? And he lost it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, choker.
So it's a
I've lost the tennis crowd in here.
It's a very interesting collection of under the pumps you've got, and the Gold Coast Suns have been a major talking. No, my pleasure. They've been a major talking point this week with some of the conversation focusing on how best to fix them. They need some help, obviously.
Well, they do, ain't they? If they had any members, they would have torn up their membership cards.
That's a good point. So some things bowled up. That, priority picks. The chairman's come out and said they're going to be a £600 gorilla on the back of the AFL until they give him priority pick Sean Burgoyne, get a Luke Hodge type experience. Grade up there, soft cap, give them some money, some extra money they can spend. There's all sorts of stuff seriously being bowled around to help
to fix the Gold Coast Suns.
Yeah.
I've got
They're calling them levers they can pull.
Levers they can pull.
To help them out of
a sticky situation. Right.
All right, here's one. Injection of cash.
Is that
from the AFL?
No, just get Gary Ablett to give his money back.
Yep.
Now, the other one I got, sellouts are important. So all you'd have to do is just reduce the capacity of Metricon Stadium to about 100.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And then the other one I think is just bring Carmichael Hunt back.
Carmichael Hunt would be a good
because you can keep drafting young players who have played AFL, but what you've got to do is go back to the codes who've never played the game and grab players from them again.
Spend $1 million a year.
That's what
the highest paid players in the history of the game.
Carmichael Hunt.
And Israel Folau.
Yeah, that worked well.
Yeah, great.
Targeting players outside of the Gold Coast Suns, the targeting of players has been raised a bit of an issue this week. Of course,
a bit ugly, isn't it?
Port Adelaide getting stuck in a Lachie Neale, and a lot of the Hawthorn treatment of Nat Fyfe upset Ross Lyon during the week, and the Fremantle coach was drawn to have a discussion about that after the game.
He got checked off the ball heavily. I think he got a couple of free kicks, but we'd like him to be looked after more, and we'll probably have to take it in our own hands, really. We need to become a tougher team, a bit more ruthless. We're just maybe a little bit nice at the minute, but I think that's something I can help coach.
Wow. Is that a threat?
That's terrifying.
It's like a mafia hit he's just put out there. That's unbelievable.
Someone's going to wake up with a horse's head in their bed.
Scary.
Well, it's a threat you should take seriously because the threat was made by this particular man. Bang.
That's what he does.
Whispering Death, they used to call him, and...
Yeah, they knew where he was on the footy field, Ross.
They sure did.
I think that threat was, by the way, slightly offset by the fact that he was wearing a lanyard. It wasn't as scary.
Indeed.
That's me.
Indeed.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We are going to be joined on the other side of the break by one of the all-time greats, a superstar champion in the game. When we come back, Mr. Michael Taylor. One of the great streets in Melbourne, Gertrude Street, man. If you don't go there, if you come over to this great town, get involved. Various aspects of our social media footprint that you can use if you want to get involved in the show. And as we say each week, Sam.
Well, as Mick said a couple of weeks ago, you can, anything, just Google it in.
Yeah, just Google it in.
You're just going to run that into the ground.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Speaking of social media, I don't know, you two are pretty hip and you're across this sort of stuff, but this new Face app sort of thing. Have you
Mick's on MySpace.
Have you caught up with this?
You gave up when Morse code was introduced, didn't you?
It was pretty cutting edge.
This new technology.
No, well, on your phones now, they've got this new Face app that's gone absolutely bunter all over the world. People are taking photos of themselves and you look really old. It's great fun. Look at that.
There's Dusty.
Yep.
I hope he's still playing at that age. Is it Patrick Dangerfield?
Looks like Mick Turner. It's Paddy Dangerfield.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
There you go. A couple of the Essendon boys,
Who's... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's a late into the third quarter, obviously. he's given it all he can. That's good.
It's gone mad, this stuff. People are doing it all over the place.
People have asked, well, so obviously we wanted to, see what we look like. So, Mickey, this is what you look like, by the way, if it's...
That's a good-looking rooster.
Right.
Well, we obviously wanted to have a look at what you look like. And
let's see where this is going.
Well, it's quite distinguished. What would you call that look?
It's the Les Fong Barry Cassidy look, I think. I think it's quite...
Can we see where this is going?
After you, Mick. After you.
Well, obviously we thought we would have to give the treatment.
Oh, of course, mate. Yeah, no, yeah.
Let's have a look at Andy as an old man.
Wow.
No, here it is.
Come on.
Longer.
There you go. Wow.
And by the way, guys, here's a tip. Don't use that app on your dick pics. It's not good for anyone. It just gets all...
Too late for Andy. But that was only one of you. There's another one. We did another one of you too. There's you looking old. Yeah, there you go.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's very good.
I like to prefer that last one anyway.
Hey, let's get it back on track. Have you... You kept your eye on the commentators this week?
A quick eye, because I want to get to our guest.
Who took your fancy?
Yep.
Dermot Brereton.
Yep.
He has many, many interests other than himself. And I like the thing about Dermy is he's there on Fox Footy providing special comments, and he will provide special comments on whatever he sees.
Mm. So what we've got here at these stoppages, we've got man-on-man everywhere. Except, that's the Russian Antonov. You can drive tanks into that thing. Apparently then the whole nose comes up and you drive trucks in through the nose of it. But we have Robinson on one side.
Seamless transition, Dermy. From the footy to the plane, back to the footy.
He knows so much.
Absolutely.
It's remarkable. It really is.
He does indeed. Is he one of your favourite commentators, would you say? Is he up there?
Absolutely.
I like the current crop. Particularly, I like Dwayne Russell.
Oh.
I think he does a very good job. And has done...
The pipe.
Yeah. The pipe. And has done for a long time now.
Right, okay.
And since his very first appearance on a show, I don't know if you know it, AFL Squadron.
Oh, yes.
I know.
Have you heard a show? It's called AFL Squadron. It was originally hosted by Gary Lyon.
That's him, yeah.
Who we're trying to get on the show. He won't come on. And so we're going to keep showing bits from AFL Squadron until he agrees to. Here is Dwayne Russell being interviewed by the great Gary Lyon.
OK, Dwayne, I'm making the trek down from Geelong. And for your time, you get a great Coke T-shirt.
Thanks very much, Gary.
Just before we go, the off-season is rolling around. What do you do to fill your time in?
Yeah, well, the way we've been playing this year, we must have to train a bit more this year. We're going to train a bit harder, start a bit earlier, because if you don't play well enough, the only way out of it is to train harder.
That's for sure.
There you go. That's right. Give us a...
Fascinating.
Going on to be one of the guys. So tell you what,
and he hasn't got any better. That's pretty much what you... Come on.
I'll tell you one fella who didn't have to do too many early starts to training because they had a lot of winning seasons. They were a super team and he didn't have to turn up to do extra sessions to get himself or his team much better than they were. Hawthorn was the team I'm talking about, and Michael Tuck was the man in the middle of it. Please make him welcome to the show.
Michael, how are you?
Oh, very good, thank you.
It's great to have you on board. Do you remember your first interview? We just played a very early interview from Dwayne Russell. Do you remember what I would consider to be the first TV interview you did?
Yeah, I thought I had a career in TV until I saw it.
I think this is an interview by Peter Landy, and it would have been your first...
Just before your first game back in 1972, I reckon.
Can we have a look?
Well, Michael, first of all, congratulations on your selection tomorrow.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Now, I suppose you never thought you were going to get a game?
Not really. Those things pass.
You've been selected on a half-forward flank. Now, have you played there before?
Last year in the seconds, a couple of games.
Well, you must like full forward because last year you topped the reserves goal kicking.
Oh, it's all right. But, I've got a bloke watching all the time.
But you still played well, obviously. You must have.
Oh, yeah. I suppose I did.
Michael, it wasn't a police interview. It was...
Peter Landy said it was one of the hardest interviews he did.
Yes.
Well, as you can see, it was pretty hard for me too,
actually. but you see, he actually gets angry at one stage trying to
get me going.
Get some information out.
You played 425 after that. Can you remember your first game vividly? I mean, is it easy to hark back?
Well, I do, actually, yes. It was out of Waverley, played Richmond, actually, so, yeah.
How'd you go?
Well, we got done, but I kicked a couple of goals.
Nice.
You played 426 games. How many reserves games did you play, though, Michael?
I played 50 all up, but...
50 reserves games
476 in the Hawthorn jumper.
Yeah, but they started early, but they didn't... Like, people think I played 50, then just went straight to the But first year, all seconds. Next year, 5 in the seniors. Next year, 11. And then it just progressed, basically.
Yeah. Well, it was an unbelievable career that you put together. In fact, I'll put to anybody listening that this is one of the great CVs. These are the changing faces of Michael Tuck during the era. Have a listen to this. Record number of premierships, 7. Record number of grand finals, 11. Record number of finals, all played by this man, 39. Second all-time games record holder, 426. Record number of games won by an individual player, 302. And to top it all off, premierships in 76, 78, 83, 86, 88, 89, 91. Tucky, it's ridiculous. Do you ever get sick of winning? I mean, this was the career that you had and the success you had was absolutely remarkable.
Well, I put it down to a bit of luck and at a very good club and a very good side at that time.
It's a good resume, but there are a couple of holes in it.
Oh, beg your pardon? What? No. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Good luck finding holes in that.
Oh, well, just how many best and fairest, Michael?
None.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, what an embarrassment.
OK, who was winning them all at that stage?
Well, there was Lee Matthews and Lee Matthews and Lee Matthews.
About 8 in a row there, wasn't it?
It's a lot of grand finals. I don't want to turn all Peter Landy on you, but a lot of grand finals. How many Norm Smiths?
Didn't win any, no. I probably should have won a couple, but I... You never know, like in a big city.
Wow.
No Cleo Bachelor of the Year?
No, I got married young.
You got married young?
Ever won Wimbledon? Mate, have we got the right guest on top?
Right, we can't wait to get you over here after the break and have a real chat about your entire career.
The CV is amazing, and I ask you this sincerely. It must have been a big honour to have the best on ground in the pre-season grand final.
Yeah.
Best player on the ground. That medal was named after you, wasn't it, Mike?
It was struck.
It was, yes. It was actually named after me.
Yeah. The Michael Tuck medal.
Great honour.
And I had to announce it was the Michael Tuck medal. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. And so you presented the Michael Tuck medal?
Yeah.
You would have thought that would be a pretty straightforward exercise, wouldn't you?
A lot depends when you get nervous under pressure, TV.
Let's have a look at you, Michael Tuck. In 2005, presenting the Michael Tuck medal.
To present the medal named in his honour to the player adjudged best on ground.
Good evening. The winner of the Norm Smith medal is...
Explain to you to come over here. Let us get an ad break out of the way, pay some bills, and then come over here.
Get over here.
Fantastic games of footy to look forward to this week. Some real 8-shapers on the way through. Starts tomorrow night, Adelaide v Essendon, all the way down to the Western Bulldogs up against St Kilda. How are they going to turn out?
It's the business end.
The Bullies are still fighting for their spot in the 8. Who knows? They might get there in the end. Right. Time now for Mixed Multi.
I can't shake it. I've just got a good feeling about this one. Get on board.
We went very close last week.
Yeah, Mars Multi. I really liked Mars Multi.
Yeah, it was good.
I will sue you. I will sue you. OK, have a look. Here we go. A load up, whatever you do. Don't miss out. Forget the 110 million Powerball. This is the big bucks. All right, first up, Luke Beveridge shows he's bilingual at last week's presser.
Sed nullis is our Latin motto, and obviously yield to none for people who don't know what sed nullis means.
I'd like to wager that most people in Footscray can't master English, let alone Latin. Can I have that?
No, you can't have that, no.
All right, can I have the... I think Luke Begbridge just made a bit of a nobis cranius of himself.
No, you can't have that either, but that's good.
What can I have?
How about you take the Dogs to beat the Saints by 40+ and you get 375 to kick it off? What do you reckon?
Load it up,
right
dude.
Up.
Here we go. The big second leg during the men's finals double at Wimbledon. Nicholas Mahut cops one in a delicate area.
Oh, can you believe it again?
I'd like to wager that immediately after that, Mahut asked for new balls.
Can't have it. No.
Okay.
Can't have that.
I'd like to wager immediately after that incident, the game was changed from men's doubles to mixed doubles.
It's not bad, but you can't have it.
Thanks.
How about you take the Storm to beat the Titans by 13+ and I'll give you 260? What do you reckon?
Well, that's a lock.
Right,
Melbourne Storm cannot lose that. OK, here we go, the third leg. Check out this guy eating the pie and keep your eye on the seagull.
Here we go.
The seagull.
Ready, steady. Don't give it away. Ready, steady. Eyes on the prize. Here we go. Pounce, pounce. Yes! Move at him! Jackpot! Jackpot, get him! Yes! Get him!
I'd like to wager that seagull was trained by Matt Preston.
No, you can't have that.
Why not?
You can't have it. But how about you take Brad Crouch to have 30+ against the Bombers and I'll give you 191.
Well, it's not paying a lot, Andy, but I suppose I'm obliged to take it. Here we go. Let's boot this baby home with the big last leg. One of the features of the Tour de France is the very close access, like spectators can get to the riders. Have a look. Here we go. I'd like to wager that everyone at home right now, like me, is trying to come up with a really funny joke that involves a bike rack.
They probably are.
You know what I'm talking about. You know you're doing it in your head.
You can't have it. But how about you take... I'll give you...
Right, no. What is it? Bag it up.
Race 9, crack the coat. At Flemington. What do you reckon?
There you go.
And I'll give you 380. What do you like it? Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'll take it, Andy.
71 bucks.
It cannot lose.
Sam, Sports Bet Up, you've got to have a go. Look at Mix Multi, megabet section of the app, and please, folks, don't listen to him. Gamble responsibly. Back with the last shout after this. Tonight, don't you?
I just want to say a quick cheerio to Jack Higgins from the Richmond Football Club. He's had a health scare and he's a great kid. Puts a few things in perspective, really, doesn't
My word, it does.
Football's not that important in the grand scheme. Get well, and we'll see you when you're good to go. Who do you want to do?
No, Sam's got it, I reckon.
Well, just as a staunch monarchist, I'd like my last shout is for Meghan Markle, who this week put a bit of a stamp. Just made her mark on privacy and not wanting any photos, particularly from, just intrusion from the paparazzi and also from just the general public. She said, I don't want no more photos, if you don't mind. And
precious? Is that a bit precious?
Well, closer to home, Andy.
Okay, yeah.
The AFL's own princess, Ross Lyon. He's actually gone down a similar path to Meghan Markle with he just doesn't want any more photos.
And we'll know more as it unfolds.
The season after 4 losses.
Can I just make a comment? This is really distracting and unusual.
I can turn them off.
You've had a fair few, mate.
Yeah, I'll turn them off. That's fine.
No, you've had a fair few photos.
Yeah, I'll keep shooting. I'll turn the lights off though.
No, to be honest, this is really distracting.
I think you've had a fair crack.
No more pictures.
Yeah,
that's cool.
We shot about 100 frames.
Oh, I wouldn't do that many. I can count it, but I don't think it's 100.
But the cameras keep rolling. It's a bit
weird, really.
Pardon me, Your Majesty. Ross, you're at a press conference. You're representing Fremantle. You're lucky anyone wants any interest in you at all.
What a mystifying finish.
Mate.
Photographers are part of press. That is one of the oddest things we've ever run.
Ross,
It's been a joy to have Michael Tuck on the show. Great to have Russell on the show. Thanks for coming along to the studio. And thanks for watching.
Next week.
Massive show next week. Travis Cloak and Sean Renz.